Angela Mascaratolo from SC Magazine, and we're here with Manish Goel from Box Sentry. He's CEO. Hi, how are you?
Hi Angela, how are you?
Good. So today we're talking about false positives in email, and why is this problem more extensive than people think it is?
Sure. No, I mean, look, false positives. It's an interesting one. Most of us in business or in our personal lives have not received an email that we were expecting to get.
Oh yeah.
And it's quite a common problem. What we find though is across the organisation, it's actually a lot more notorious and a much bigger risk across the organisation than most people realise. And it leads to an operational risk. I mean, Gartner have a statistic which says that false positive rate should be 1 in every 400,000 emails. What we find though is most of the vendors in the marketplace, or most of the anti-spam filters that exist in the market, have a false positive rate which is much higher than what Gartner recommends. Many times higher than what Gartner recommends.
So we're talking double, triple?
Oh, keep going, yeah. I mean, often enough it can be up to 50 to 100 times what Gartner recommends as an acceptable false positive rate.
So, I mean, I'm sure that everyone is really aware of this anecdotally, that, an email went missing. But as you're saying, it really is leading to a business impact.
Absolutely. The business impact is actually, if you think about it at a macro level, it's an operational risk right across the organization. It impacts people from a revenue perspective, from a customer service perspective. Customer service perspective, for example, if you don't get a complaint or you don't get an inquiry from a customer, from a revenue perspective, we've seen customers who haven't received, where their anti-spam filter has actually absorbed purchase orders or requests for proposals. And also from a regulatory perspective, if you don't get regulatory notifications and you don't respond to those notifications, you can have a major vulnerability right across your enterprise because of that.
So it could actually impact compliance?
Absolutely, it impacts compliance in a big way.
So you at Box Sentry have actually tried to quantify it.
Absolutely.
And what did you come up with?
Yeah, so
what were those figures?
So we have we looked at a number of major anti-spam systems, and we've now had a chance across the world with a number of our clients to have done diagnostics with them. And what we typically find is anywhere between 0.5% and 2% of emails, good legitimate emails, are often either in the quarantine tray, or are or have been rejected at the perimeter. And we've been able to quantify that for a number of our clients. For example, there's one of our clients it's a 10,000 user organization. We were able to identify for them 2,000 one-to-one legitimate business emails that went missing in a 1 month period. That was staggering. And from the chief security officer's perspective, that the comments that he made were he didn't realize just how big the problem was. Now the issue is that a lot of the times what you find is the incidents of false positives, and we all go through them, it happens across the organization, individually across the organization. What we're able to do through our diagnostic is bring it all into one spot where people can see just how big the issue is that's otherwise dispersed right across the organization.
And you quantified globally that false positives now account for 20 billion
Correct.
in lost business.
Absolutely. If you think about if you look at the productivity impact, as well as the opportunity cost, as well as the regulatory impact, the analysts have estimated it's around about a $20 billion impact globally. I mean, that's significant. That's a significant failure.
And it's just interesting because the product that is supposed to help you, your security product, your anti-spam filter, is now could potentially get the IT security department in trouble with the business.
Absolutely. I mean, we position it this way, that the solutions have become part of the problem, and the problem that they become part of is a new problem, and that is causing false positives. But there's a dilemma that occurs with the anti-spam filters, and which is the more aggressive your anti-spam filter, the more false positives you're going to cause. Or if you turn down or you tune down the aggressiveness of the anti-spam filter, you end up actually letting more spam through.
Right.
The way that our technology works is specifically it breaks those two streams. It breaks those streams into two distinct portions, and with good legitimate email, it works through a process of identity, reputation, and authentication, and basically identifies and is able to fast track legitimate email through.
Okay. All right. Well, Manish, thank you.
Angela, thank you very much.
Thanks to you for watching. Have a great day.